Yo, what's up? What's up? This your guy Ray Hama, one versus a million. Yes, so I believe everybody's seeing right now, because it was viral. It was predicted to be an automatic viral of Monique's interview with Shannon Sharp, her being on Club Shay Shay. Now, before we get into it, I would like to thank dearly to the donors. Thank you, dear brother. Roast Master One, appreciate you, brother. And thank you to the anonymous donor. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Thank you, War General, Roast Master One. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And now as we go into it, right, as you already guessed it, that she basically went in and lay some truths. Lay some real truths, damn it, in confirming what Cat Williams said. And she added in some of her stuff to as well. So, but we'll get into that right now. Let's stop this here. This music. Yes, let's get into it. Um, so yes, man, and so from this, as we're gonna see, that with her confirming it, that and it's being shown and revealed by many others that Hollywood is nothing but crooked and corrupted and evil. So, and they did it wrong, and they need a compensator. So, let me stop sharing that. So that's what needs that's what needs to be done. Do it right. Not just her, but man, man as well. You know, but a lot of people are greedy. With evil and corrupted people, it's hard to expect them to do the right thing. So, as we all know that. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Started from there, and I will open up the panel. Uh, 45 minutes from now. What's up? Thank you. Like and share and subscribe on the way in. Thank you, brother GP. Thank you for coming through, brother. All right, I'm about to get this. All right, got this set and ready. I was gonna go through his clips, but as we can see, Shannon Sharp, he doesn't do it like how some others do it, where they number it and everything, so people could follow it in order. Um, so I didn't want to be all over the place. So I just wanted to flow straight, just flow like from the beginning to the end. But we won't get to this whole video. So as I will be putting the link to to his stream, to his interview in the chat, so you guys can watch it in its full totality. And yeah, so hopefully it's good, queued up and ready. All right, here we go. And patience. So as I will be chiming in here and there, and yeah, so let's go. One versus a million.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. And the young lady that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of the best loved comedians. She's one of the most decorated actors. She won an Oscar, a Golden Globe. She's a British Academy Film Theater and Arts Award. She's a Scripps Howard Guild winner, NAACP Image Award winner. She's been nominated for a Primetime Emmy and a Grammy. She's a talented host, executive producer, writer, and an author, a versatile entertainer, a famed Hollywood star, a powerful name in the industry, a veteran stand-up comedian, a mother, a wife, a legend, the one, the only Monique.
Wow. Wow. No one does that better, baby.
Thank you.
Do it again. Say all that again, baby.
Hello, welcome to another episode of ClubShayShay. I am your host, Shannon
Come on
Shaw.
now. Put them damn cards down and read all that again.
Oh yeah, fair use. Fair
Oh,
use.
brother, thank
Fair
you.
use.
Thank
Before
Fair
you stop by, I want to toast you for your amazing career.
Fair
Not
use.
only in front of the camera, but behind the camera and your stand-up career.
Shout out to Club
Monique,
Shay
thanks for
Shay.
stopping by today.
Thank you for having me, brother Shay Shay.
Thank you. Better drink some water after that one.
Okay. Who? Yes, indeed. Let me just say this before we start.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk right to the sisters. One sip. Get you right there. Now I'm back to you, Shay. I'm back to you, baby. That's enough for me, baby. But, oh, sisters, if you're trying to make up with your man, if you're trying to get pregnant, this right here, Shannon Sharp, one sip, take care of all your woes. Woo, baby, that thing right there. Okay.
Shut your ass
Monique,
up, Auntie.
when you hear everything that I read on the card, what goes through your mind when you hear that?
What goes through my mind when I hear you read that? I'm humbled by that. I'm grateful for that. I've been allowed to share a gift because that's what it is. But when you start reading that, there's a part that says, who is he talking about? And there's another part that says, I'm grateful that I was able to put that work in to achieve those things, but all with humility.
You give your all for us. You deserve the best.
We're talking off camera. You said, I want to get something. There's something I want to share with you, and I need to get it off my chest early.
Because that's why I'm looking at you now. Like, why are you going into that? Because I told you we could not talk till I dealt with you.
Okay,
listen. Okay. So let me say this to you. The day I watched Skip Bayless lose himself with you, and that's what he did. He lost himself. And when I watched Skip Bayless say to you, put them goddamn glasses back on, boy. Now, I know he didn't say goddamn and boy, but that's what everybody heard. And I was waiting for you to snatch his ass across that table, baby, and give it to him. I was like, Shannon, this is the perfect time. I don't condone violence.
Right.
I don't say be violent. But that day, I was in my feelings for 2 days. Me and my grandbaby could not watch you for 2 days. And my husband had to say, Mama, let's talk about this. Look at Shannon Sharp. He retired in 2004, but he could still get on that field and run touchdowns, tackles, everything. Had he snatched Skip Bayless across that table, he would have died in Shannon's arms that day.
Right.
So Brother Shay Shay handled that right. Now we can talk. Okay? I just had to get that off of me because I know everybody around the world heard what I heard. No, he didn't say them words, but we heard it in his mind, and we was looking for you to say space and opportunity, Skip. Space and opportunity.
That's that be more coming out of you.
You know what? That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me. That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me, baby.
I got an aunt named Mary Nell. Monique, you and her are a spitting image. I remember the very first time I saw you, and my sister and I, we were talking, and my sister looked at me and I looked at her. I said, she's a spitting image of my Aunt Mary. And you are. Hopefully we're going to put pictures up when we run this. Yes. So you're from Baltimore.
Yes.
And I read everything that I read. When you were growing up in Baltimore, what did a young Monique want to be?
Just what I'm doing right now, baby.
You dreamed of this.
Just when I tell you, Shannon, from a little girl, I always wanted to be famous.
Okay.
Because I saw the Jackson 5.
Okay.
And I saw people screaming for them and hollering. And I'm like, damn it, I want them to scream and holler for me, but I couldn't sing.
Right.
But I knew somewhere I was going to be famous.
Right.
So I prayed me be famous. I didn't understand what all came with that.
Mm-hmm.
As a little girl,
right,
you just see the lights, the glamour, the glitz, and you fall in love with that. So that little girl fell in love with the lights, the glamour, and the glitz. That little girl fell in love with a woman named Oprah Winfrey on a local talk show in Baltimore called People Are Talking. And when I looked at that woman, Shannon, I saw me. I saw a big woman with a big head, big shoulders, and big feet. And I said, if that woman can do that, so can I. So that's what that little girl was thinking about from Baltimore.
Are you the type person that if you see someone do something one time, that means it can be done again? Because you saw Oprah do it. You say, well, Oprah doing it. Why can't Monique do it?
I think Oprah, when I saw her do it as a little girl, was a push. However, had I not seen Oprah, my dream would have still been my dream.
Okay.
But when you see somebody that's inside of that space, because how many big Black women are on TV even now?
Correct.
So back then, you didn't see any big Black women on TV that was doing it. So I think had I not seen her, I would have still wanted to do it. But seeing her let me say, okay, it's possible. It's right there.
Right. What was Monique like as a little girl?
What you seeing right now, baby, ain't nothing.
So you always...
I just got, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of people in this industry don't like me, right?
Yeah.
They didn't like me as a little girl, Shannon. I'm so used to this shit. People didn't like me because I was going to tell it. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell on you. So what you saying right now is the same thing you getting. They tried to fight my ass in the 12th grade, and they surrounded me, a group of them. Okay? Wanted to fight on me. Why? Because I told the truth.
What you tell?
I told Andre that was not Lamon's baby. Because that's what Lamont.
She's wild. Oh boy, you can tell what a gynocratic tendencies is in her, boy. Man, shit. Her husband, I guess, is a perfect dude. That they can tame that that fiery energy in her to want to lash out. You know what I mean, and it be all feminist.
That ain't your place.
Let me tell. Wait a minute. Oh, sugar, you gonna calm yourself down? Okay. Do you see Shannon losing himself with me?
Look at this nigga.
Shannon. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a person for right.
Right.
Right. And if you tell me something and you say, Monique, I've done something to somebody, but don't say nothing. Shannon, I'm gonna need you to fix that, because if you don't fix it, I'm gonna have to tell that because it's wrong. So when she tells me this is not his baby, but I'm gonna tell him it's his baby, I can't let you do that. That's not right. Wow. So what I stand for is right. And I think where we run into a problem in our community, in our group, we get so caught in, well, that's not your place, but you see wrong happening, right? So when you see wrong happening, what you do? Do you just stand back and say, that ain't my business? Or do you look and say, well, I knew that wasn't his baby. Now the baby 21 years old and he's trying to find his fault.
Yeah, that problem is yes, yes, that's the problem in our community, not just in the Black community, but in the whole America. Motherfuckers hate accountability so much, to where they hate the truth. And just as Brother Corey Holcomb put it, shout out to him. You hate the truth, you hate God. So, yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? And yeah, so they're comfortable with the lies so much so to where you tell them the truth, they're gonna, they're gonna try to attack your ass. Go on, let's go.
Father. What you gonna do?
Let's go.
I'm asking you, what you gonna do?
Well, honestly, Monique, if somebody say, well, Shannon, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you this in confidentiality, and I don't want to go any further than me, you, and this table.
Yes.
It stays with me, him, and the table.
Well, let me say this, because I'm going to go back and forth with your ass, okay? I would say, before you tell me, did you hurt somebody?
Yeah, okay, yes.
Before you tell me, is this something that would make me question your character? Before you tell me, you got to be clear about what you get ready to tell me. Because if you're getting ready to tell me something, and I know that you've done something wrong, I know that you're wrong, and I not say anything, that's why people are allowed to keep harming people for years to come. See Harvey Weinstein?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of people that knew what was happening.
But they felt it wasn't their place.
It wasn't their place. Them. Right, until it becomes you. So I think the moment we get into a space, and I was in the 11th grade at the time,
right.
Okay? But when we get into a space where we say, listen, if I know you're doing wrong, and I take a position that's not my place, eventually you will succumb to what you support.
What was your relationship with the young lady that told you this in confidentiality?
I'm not going to focus on, I was in 11th grade, now I'm 56. But when she told me, I told her, I'm going to tell. See, I'm going to tell him what you said. So we clear. I'm going to tell him what you said because that's not right.
Oh my goodness, Mo.
See, I think that's the problem that we're dealing with right now, Shannon.
Okay.
When we know something is wrong, everything Cat Williams sat here and said,
right.
We all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you?
Or it's the messenger.
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message. People have a hard time hearing a 5'5" giant tell the truth. People have a hard time with a Black woman over 200 pounds tell the truth, because people that look like us, we should just be grateful we got invited to the party.
Right.
We should just be grateful that someone paid us attention. I dealt with that my whole life. I've dealt with that. So when you get to a space where you say, listen, I want to be free. I want to be free. I don't want to walk around intimidated, scared, fearful. What might happen? What they're going to say? What they're going to do? If it's your story and it's the truth, tell it. Because what you can do is be in a position to prevent it happening to someone else over and over and over again. So if I go back to the 11th grade with that sister who's no longer with us, rest her with that sister, I would do that again. Because if you tell me something and we know it's wrong, but you're going to pin that on somebody else, is that right?
No, it's not right.
And what would your Aunt Mary do?
Hey, I mean, it's the truth is the best way to go, man. It's a double-edged sword. So, you're gonna have to accept it. As part of being a fucking grown up, a true grown up. A true adult, a real person. Just as you're willing to dish out the truth about somebody, well, damn it, you gotta be willing to take it. See, the problem is a lot of people they're scared of shame, and so they'll do a whole bunch of crazy things out of that fear of facing the truth, being willing uh, to state like whatever it is, and what the problem is, and be willing to do better, make the necessary adjustments to do better. And so, thing is, you just can't be in fear of telling the truth. to a fellow friend, you know what I mean, or family member, whoever, period, no matter who it is. And those that want to lay in a bed filled with number of lies, they're trying to fight other people who are standing up for what's truth, for all that's real. So, yeah, that's the battle. Let's go.
Man, Monique, I swear, Monique.
You're not answering my question. What would your Aunt Mary do?
Well, she gonna tell it because you gonna tell anything anyway. So yeah. They probably know not to tell her.
But that's why you love Aunt Mary,
Yeah.
because Aunt Mary kept it in check.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't want to tell her,
Right.
she was going to tell that baby, you know that's not your daddy.
Right.
We're not going to play like that. You love Aunt Mary.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
The uniqueness of your name, M-O hyphen, most of the time Monique is a singular. It's not M-O hyphen. What was that like? Because people say, oh, you're trying to be different. You're trying to be bougie. You know good well you spell your name Monique like everybody else spell
Yes,
Monique.
I do. That's my stage name.
Mhm.
When I'm not on stage, my name is Monique. When I'm on stage, it's M-O, the little hyphen, Nique. That's just entertainment.
Did you ever think about changing it to the hyphen?
No. On stage is one person. Off stage is somebody different. And sometimes we get the two mixed up.
Right.
On stage, I am an entertainer.
Right.
Off stage, I'm a wife, I'm a mommy, I'm a friend, I'm a sister. I'm these different people, but I keep that stage on the stage.
How much of stage is actually Monique?
That's good, Shay. That's good. All of the stage is Monique, but there are certain things Monique's going to say on stage that she wouldn't say off the stage. There are certain things on that stage. You know, there have been people that said, oh, she cussed so much. Oh, I'm a performer. Right. I'm an entertainer, and I'm on stage. But no one will ever find an interview of me doing what I do on stage in an interview like I'm having with you. It's two different things.
Right. What type of student was Monique? I read that you were in, I don't know if this is the correct way, but you were in the class that.
The slower one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a couple.
Say it, baby, now. I want you to
Want me
to spell it out.
How about this here?
Hey.
You got 2 naps. You got 2 recesses.
Okay.
You stay in the same class.
Okay, but I did not wear a helmet.
Okay.
Now, since you want to go there, I did not have to wear that helmet, baby. So, yes.
As I sit here with you today, you didn't all of a sudden become this advanced. Why were you in that class?
I'm not going to play with you, Shannon. Okay, some of them damn words Cat was using, I was like, what? I said, oh, he's talking it to him. You know, I never connected with school because I always felt like it wasn't adding up.
That's hilarious.
So when you're trying to teach me about the Boston Tea Party, but people that look like me is at the bottom of the boat, I can't connect to what you're saying. I never connected to, because I always felt like something was off. When they were teaching me about history, we were always the savages, and we were always the bad people. And then you saw these white people be all the heroes. And as a little girl, I said, something's not adding up. So I don't look at that as a bad thing. I just didn't connect with it. It made no sense to me. So
you never had a problem with the learning, but the disconnect was what they was teaching and what you actually saw. You like, what you teaching me is not what I actually see. You know what, Shannon? It's a combination. Okay. It was a combination. Okay. I wasn't grasping it and I didn't believe it. So it's a combination. And when you have a child that is full of energy and is sitting in a classroom that is closed in all day long, and you're trying to tell me all that I'm not, it just did not add up to me. It just did not make sense to me. So there's no shame to it. When people say, was you in the soul class? Yeah. You know, we color it. So when you, hey, baby, we color. But don't overlook what you don't think is the package supposed to be. Right. See, again, we come back to the messenger. Nobody thought that I would be. And I'll go to my family. Like, nobody thought, not the fat one. She's not going to be the one. Not her. So I've been used to people doubting and counting me out. And for me, as that little girl, it's like one day,
one day, and that one day is right here.
Even your family. So how was your family? How was your brothers and sisters? Because I mean, look, I mean, I got.
Gee.
And I can imagine if the situation where if one of us was in those class, oh, we gonna get them jokes off, Monique. It is what it is.
No one paid enough attention.
Really?
Like no one paid enough attention, because though we lived in a household together, we were very individual. So no one even paid attention to what was really going on, and to include my.
That's basically a dysfunctional, broken up families. That's typical. What we hear in this black culture, and so yeah. I mean, what are you to do at that point? Only thing you can do is climb over forward. Ascend onto greatness, and and blow the fumes, the dust, damn it, of your jet engine, of you ascending forward. Let that shit blow on them haters. I mean, or the other path of that crucible is you can wallow up in grief, be weak, you know, and be filled with sorrow and pain and all that shit, because of what these other bastards are doing, and then or thus allow them to turn you into a whole uh, evil ass joker. So what I mean, and it's effed up like that at times. That a lot of our family members can be like that, and not be on the natural how it should be, where we should care for one another, hell, if not for the people outside your family, but them and at least the people inside your family. What I mean? But there's family members that don't give a damn about either. So it's just like that. And as a family member, should you beg them, do things, to try to get them to change their mind and hearts about you? No. That's between them and God and the devil. It ain't got shit to do with you. For you to want to sit with, with a good heart. You ain't trying to harbor any evil within it. So therefore, don't let them try to put that in your heart. Therefore, just continue on sitting on the greatness and do better. And to be around better people that's going to be there willing to uplift you instead of bring you down.
Our parents. And that's not a victim story. That's not, oh, what was me? It's just what it was. So it wasn't like, oh, you dummy. The jokes were always fat. They were always fat jokes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
we got it on T. We got it on T. We got it. We got it on T Mo. We got it.
I'm so used to that. But
are you the only one in your family?
Baby, the only one that sneaks snacks. I'm the only one that'll sneak them damn snacks, Shannon. Right. I'm the only one. Yes.
So
we know that too, Auntie. We know.
So what would you say your relationship then and now was with your family?
Oh shit! There we go. Nope. Pause that shit. Mute. Thank you. Oh.
Oh, my relationship now with my family, they're my biological family, and I wish them well. Well, here's the thing. I watched you do I think it was like a little clip, and they were talking about interracial dating.
Yes.
And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable?
Right.
That applies everywhere, Shannon. Okay. It just doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure. Well, there are some families that deserve it. And there are some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Yeah. That's where I am with mine. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. Yeah. So even as I sit here with you now.
Hey, some deserve, for y'all to, the establish that natural bond as you should as family, and then teach such good habits and good values and traditions within the family. That's so you can go and spread out and just spread more goodness out into the world. So and they help other people to be better too as well. You know what I mean? And letting the good character within you, you know what I mean, to rub off on other people. So and yeah, and I'll say yeah, some family members deserve that, but then again, some family members deserve to rot through all seven hells.
With all that's going on in Hollywood and all of the stuff I had to go through. I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And I have to say, you know what? That has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she said, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that. No matter what transpired in the family, no matter how bad someone had treated you, you should never fall out. But hearing you say that's different, because just because we're blood, that doesn't mean we're family through blood. But sometimes it's somebody on the outside that's not blood that's actually closer to family than the actual biological.
We've been taught to say trauma is okay. We've been taught to say you mistreated me, you abused me, you violated me, you disrespected me, you belittled me, but I'm supposed to look at you at Thanksgiving and say, how you doing, Unc? That's what we've been taught. You swallow that pain. That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that says, I'm going to tell the truth. Exactly. I'm going to tell the truth. And that causes a ruckus. And you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve.
I mean, the demons hate the truth. They hate the truth of light. You know what I mean? So, which is why they are demons. Demonic ass people. And they can't take it no matter what. So and and yeah, and some of those family members, man, can be just as wicked as hell, let me tell you. And what she's talking about right now, well, Auntie is talking about right now, you hear me, is basically saying, because their family doesn't mean, that you're supposed to just bear that shit, all the damn time, and allowing that to dwell on your spirit and your body, to where, and allow it to weigh so heavy for when you should just cut their ass off for the sake of your health. And to show them before God that you ain't gonna allow this shitty, evil human being to stress you the hell out and try to pull you down from greatness. Nope. So that's what you say, and just move forward. Otherwise, you're never gonna heal, and you're gonna always be in turmoil and misery.
Steve Harvey say there are repercussions when you tell the truth. Well, remember when we were children?
Mm-hmm.
What would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, because if not, there will be what? Repercussions. Right. Well, now it's got turned around. When you tell the truth, there'll be repercussions. So what's the opposite of that? Should I tell a lie and get a reward? So that's how we're rolling right now. That's how we're dealing with one another right now. Right. So when it comes to family and people saying, oh, Monique, how could you? Listen, I want to live the rest of this journey that I have in peace. I want to be with my family, in love with my man, he in love with me. We watch our babies grow and develop their own families. I don't need anything in the midst of that, because you family, that I should accept that trauma. I should accept you not taking accountability for what you've done, what you've said, and we just washed the slate. That's why we're in the position we are now as a community.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Yeah.
Community, as a community in entertainment. Everybody's been so afraid to say, look what they did to me. Look what they said. And it's like, oh, well, listen.
Not just look what they did to me. Not only that they're scared of that, but motherfuckers they're scared to take accountability for their F ups and always want to be one pointing the finger. acting like they're so omnipotent and shit, you know, and you know, and they ascended beyond like, you know,
So now we
the
don't want to ruffle no feathers.
the normal, you know, trivials of humanity. Nah, so yeah, those cats, yeah, they're a no go. It's you're taking a chance of catching high blood pressure dealing with such people, trying to get them to see reason. So yeah, and a lot of people act like that too, auntie. And a lot of people act like that, brothers. They they act like them to where they want to all the way to the point to where they're ready to attack you, not just verbally but physically too as well, for you not caving in and giving in into their effed up ideologies, and especially if you was to try to bring the truth to them, to hold them accountable. Obviously, as I shouldn't, you know, as it shouldn't have to say more, that those kind of people are dangerous, are no good.
Feathers, especially if the messenger doesn't fit the what people should think the messenger is supposed to look like. And we keep repeating history, Shannon.
Is it a situation, Monique, where people look and say, well, you made it thus far, well, it couldn't have been that bad? Because if it has been as bad as you say it is, Monique, how would you have ever gotten out of B-More? How would you have ever gotten into Hollywood? How would you ever have a talk show? How would you ever be on a sitcom? So how is it that bad, Monique, and you end up like this?
You know, when you first got in the NFL,
yes, ma'am,
your eyes were like this.
Yes.
And it was, oh, I made it. I'm here.
Right.
And then after you start getting in it and you started seeing things and you started feeling things and now your eyes start getting a little closer because now you're understanding what the business is.
Right.
So when you first walk through the door, you're walking through the door saying, come on, baby. Oh, this is all I've ever prayed for. And when my baby Cat Williams sat here and said, no one's ever gone out to LA and got a sitcom like that. I was in LA for 3 months. And here comes a show called The Parkers. And there we go from there. It took off from there. So
no, damn you, want to give me 20 damn ads? Hell, when it ain't even 20 minutes into the damn show. No. Trying to sabotage.
I think that when people say, if it was so bad, you mature. You begin to understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
You begin to understand what you're in the midst of. And once you understand it is when you can speak on it.
Right.
But before you really know what you're looking at, how do you speak on that?
Right.
Because when you first walk in the door of Hollywood, you have everybody telling you, oh my goodness, you're going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. Well, that's all you know.
That is all you know.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
Bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you was awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it,
why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it? Now all of a sudden everybody's coming, and I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade,
I would say this though, that I don't know about you guys, but I noticed something. How come there's not a lot of the men complaining about black men in particular, not complaining about getting such roles or whatever? I mean, I may hear a little complaint here and there, but it's not this heavy, you know. It's not it's not to the degree where they're taking it like this, coming on shows and just, and being like Monique, and just, hey, willing to bring the hammer and being like, hey, hammer of justice of some sort, being like, hey, you motherfuckers did me wrong, blah blah, you know what I mean, and coming out and putting them all on blast and everything, for them being the crooked bastards that they are. Um, so I'm wondering, okay, how come there's men, no man has popped up like that, you know what I mean? But oh well.
Decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago. Why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big fat black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with a back straight and a chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that, but we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband got to be there? We're in a sad state of affairs when we begin to question.
I mean, that's her husband, I mean, hey, to stand up, I mean, hey, for his wife, I mean, in the name of what's righteous against any form of evil. That's the natural job, of the husband as God given. You know what I mean? So yeah, anybody that's, hating on that shit, be mad at her because, her husband's, they're backing her up and shit instead of letting her fight all this alone, then you're deranged as hell. In my book, you're deranged as hell. And yeah, and shout out to, to all the good actors and actresses that, that are getting done wrong by the industry, that has been getting done wrong for the longest and not getting paid what they were. So, hey, salute to them. I mean, and salute to Monique. And well, hopefully, hey, she gets her rose. You know what I mean, and gets the money that she deserves. But hey, but she got to be willing, to put in work somehow, somebody somewhere, if she can get in. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
Did they question the validity? Because we had never seen this before. Not so public, not so present.
Yes.
Did they question you and his relationship?
Me and my husband?
Yes.
When you say question,
what it's like?
Oh, no. Here y'all go, y'all 20. Nope.
Because, okay, did they think that was your husband, or what? Was he your manager? Because he's been everything. Yes. He's your lover. He's your manager.
Name
he's your confidant.
Name him.
He's the father.
Come on, name him.
Whatever he's all encompassing.
Yes.
He's a toolbox with all the tools that Monique needs.
All of them.
And so when I heard people saying that, why is he there? Why does he have to be in every interview? Why does he have to be in the background? Why can't Monique do that? Why not?
Hey, y'all gonna hear, man, hey, some awesome, beautiful words that a woman can say, you know, about her husband. And I can say that, yeah, as you're gonna hear in this, but man, that she got the award for how much she praises her husband, you know, and calls him king and all that and everything. So that's all in good. It's just that I'm wondering if that's for the camera and you actually saying, you know, he's a king as long as he do what you say. Hopefully that ain't the case, I'll tell you. But okay.
Why not? Why not? And that when you see, and these are my sisters, but when you see Taraji, when you see Viola, when you see our sisters speaking out, you never see that representation sitting right there with them. Mm-hmm. You never see them saying, listen, we got to fight together.
Right.
My husband is also my manager, which is my representation.
Right.
But again, we've been so beat down that some of us have a problem with this black man saying, I'm standing right here strong, right, and I will not flinch and I will not budge. What a sad state of affairs we are now in, where you have people that look like you and I, mm-hmm, that would question why this man is standing there. That for the life of me.
Well, damn.
It's disheartening. Mm-hmm. When we heard Brother Malcolm say,
yeah,
we've been run amok. We've been hoodwinked. We're now doing it to ourselves. We're now doing it to ourselves. So when you say, Monique, it was different because we had never seen that before. You said their names. Mm-hmm. Let me say this. I'm not the first one.
Right.
I'm not the first one, but we get washed away in history so easily that we start thinking, oh, this is the first one. This is the first one. Her name is Claudette Colvin. And she's not the first one, but she was before Rosa Parks. Mm-hmm. But because Claudette Colvin did not fit the picture that they thought she should look like, she was dark-skinned and she had coarse hair. And because the organization, I believe it was the NAACP, mm-hmm, did not think she would be accepted by the white people, mm-hmm, they had to get somebody that they said the white people could accept. We keep repeating the same thing because what I said is no different than what anyone else is saying. Not at all.
Right.
It was the messenger. And it was the way that I'm not putting my head down. I'm not shedding one tear. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say their name because I might get in trouble. I'm going to say all of it.
Right.
Because when you really think about that little girl coming behind you, what I don't ever want that baby to see is to be broken. I don't want her to see me falling apart. And I understand it. I understand how it can happen, Shannon, when you may not have a foundation at home, right, when you may not have that man at home or that woman at home, whomever, that support person saying you're not crazy.
Right.
I got you. Come on. We're going to go do this. We're going to get through this. So for us, if we start taking things for what they are and get out of our emotions, we will be so far along.
Do you believe punishment? Punishment is not only meant for the perpetrator, but it's also to deter others from said acts.
You see it.
Do you believe the punishment that was bestowed upon Monique was not only to punish you, but to deter others from saying what you said?
Well, Shannon,
what she said was
and I'm going
to
answer that. But sometimes we act like we don't know our history. See, back in the day when they had us in chains, they would beat one real good.
Right. But in front of the others.
In front of the others, and they let everybody know what you don't want is that type of ass whooping.
Right.
So what they said was, we're going to beat Monique really good. We're going to sit her down. And I made it public. Financially, my family took a hit, Shannon. And when I tell you we took a hit,
right,
we took a hit. So when you see our sister go through that, you see her go through, and we act like our eyes didn't see what it saw when we watched that promotion happen with The Color Purple.
Right.
We wanted to act like we didn't see how Oprah Winfrey treated Taraji. In my humble opinion, when you saw her walk up, you saw that there was tension. You saw that there was something happening.
Right.
And then when you see Taraji write her a love letter, it's like, listen, we got to stand tall and stand strong on what we know. We know you were mistreated. We know it wasn't right. We know it was unfair. And then you turn around and say, oh, but Lady O handled it. I have a problem with that. I have a problem.
Whoa.
Problem with that, because that allows Lady O to keep on doing what she's doing, and we're in a position of, I don't want to say nothing because we saw how Monique got whooped. Now again, that's just my humble opinion, but I don't know what else to, I don't know how else to frame that. It's like, listen, you better fix that because you saw what they did to her. You saw how they treated her.
Is it a situation, do you believe it's a situation that Oprah might have faced something similar that maybe wasn't as public as you, and she's looking at it, well, if I face that, went through it, and came out on the other side and look at me, it should be okay. Because sometimes we get that with parents. You know, I struggle. You say my kids should have to struggle sometimes also. Do you think that might be something going on with her? Or you just like, there's a disconnect?
There's a disconnect.
Okay.
There's a disconnect, and there's been a disconnect for years. There's a disconnect. And I think what happens is we place people on these pedestals, and we say, oh no, you can't do no wrong. We don't even want to hear it.
Right.
And when you hear cats say, you know what they do? They don't say anything and they act like it didn't happen. I'm going to keep talking.
What would you ask? What would you ask?
Ability.
Right.
Until you say, Uncle,
you know that bitch
I've
over scandalous. You know that creature's scandalous, motherfucker. Hell, and she has power and powerful people backing her. You know what I mean? Hell, well, one of them, what we all know of, hell, he's probably still in partnership with her. You know, if not, well, it's just made public through that one little commercial they did, or fundraiser commercial they had together. Hell, other than that, I didn't see them with each other often, but best believe they're working together, Oprah and The Rock. So, yeah, motherfuckers talking about cancel Oprah. Yeah, I'm for cancel Oprah too. Yeah, shut her down.
That's why it was so important.
Shut her down. But it's canceling her is damn near close to trying to cancel hell, a president, Biden.
Important. From Oprah Winfrey to Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Now, Lee Daniels was the only one I had to deal with. Did you see Lee Daniels apologize? He walked out on that stage. Not only did he apologize on stage, that man apologized to our children.
Damn right.
That man apologized to our children and said, I need to apologize for what I put y'all through. He's the only one I had to deal with. However, it became a problem with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry that I wouldn't do something and
Hell
work for free.
no.
Now, when you say, well, maybe Oprah feels like she came through it, why can't you?
Right.
Well, there's a story with Oprah Winfrey when she was on the
What was the story? What?
show, People Are Talking. Richard Sher was making $55,000. She was making $22,000. These are her words. It was her co-host. She said, I had to leave because it wasn't paying me fairly. Now you say a Black woman who did nothing wrong, and you're in the midst of this situation because she called me, Tyler Perry called me, Lionsgate called. When you were on the phone with my husband, you said, I agree with Monique. I agree with the position she's taking. But when it came time to say it out loud, Oprah Winfrey went totally silent. Now, to Tyler Perry's credit, Tyler Perry called us up, right? And he said, I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you, but the conversation kept going on, only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied, only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong. And when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now, here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you do it. Because Kat said, you let them people lie in your face. And your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not. Right. Because I can only take them at their word. At their word. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I mean, yeah, basically that's what happened to her. You know, they took the word of one motherfucker and it spread like a cancer. Thus, you know, shutting off doors, you know, for, you know, to open that can possibly lead to other doors, you know, because, you know, the one door can lead to three kind of shit. And yeah, so that'll be nerve wracking. And as anybody in their right mind will be, you know, they'll be pissed too. You know, the Tyler Perry lied and Oprah being on her shady, evil ass shit. Which is why I'm saying I don't know why ClubShayShay, you know, is all like, you know, do you think that you know, that she was doing this just as, you know, just to help teach you a lesson or something like that, you know, to help toughen you up or something like that, toughen up? Man, ain't no love in that evil ass woman.
we sent you the
Hell.
audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his words. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Is Monique, you know you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up.
Okay.
Everything we did was legal.
That motherfucker admitted that he lied, damn it. He fucking lied. Because that's one thing too that studios don't like to hear. They don't like to hear of a, you know, news of a Black woman, you know, being you know, too difficult to work with. You know, because the stigma is out there, you know, so blatantly obvious. You know, nobody can, you know, it's all out there. You can't cover it up. You know, if you say damn hell, Black women, a lot of American Black women don't have a problem, you know, and they're hard to work with, period, in multiple fields out here. Something's wrong with you. You know, yeah, there's a stigma there for a reason. All right, so when they get that out, they're like, oh, no, shit, no, fuck that. No, yeah, we ain't going to do that shit. She's too different, blah, blah. And so, and when there's a show that, yeah, that Tyler Perry, his ass, his his rainbow ass shit, yeah, he lied, and he's coming out saying, yeah, he's you know, that he admitted that he lied. So she recorded him, and that's what she's about to say now.
Legal. And here's where a Black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right.
Okay. We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then said? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to. But did you hear what the
So it's illegal. So it depends on what particular state you're in, damn it, where you can be able to record a motherfucker to catch their ass in a lie. Because there are some good fucking liars out there. Best believe people that are strong and being able to put up a facade. You know, a decent facade that will last like for God knows how long. So like what? So what state is that? Or is there only just a select few? And like most states are like against it because damn that I'm recording. That's the only thing us black men here in this country. That's the only protection we have. Real talk. What I mean? That will eliminate that he say she say shit. And probably within the next stream or two, I will throw that in there in the stream of the info that I received when I went to a particular website to find a camera, a little mini camera. It was small too, and it connects, to your phone, uh, to the internet, and I don't know how much runtime it has. How long it'll run till it. Yeah, I don't know the whole little kinks with it, but yeah, I'll figure that out. But yeah, but let's get back into it.
The man said, I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor?
If you gonna
Oh boy, man. Yes, sis. Auntie, I don't blame you. I'll be pissed too. I'll be pissed too. But let's not get it twisted, though, as I shall make sure to say in this stream, because it keeps slipping. Okay. Well, we are not going to forget, too, Auntie Mo, of the fact that there is a lot of black women out here that are lacking in their drive to produce, thus slash create, or be creative enough to be multi-talented in different shit. You know what I mean? In different styles and all that, instead of just being known for what's ratchet and evil and all that shit. You know. That shit got burnt out. Like people we're done, we're tired of that shit. So therefore, like, let's not forget to mention that, all right? How a lot of black women are lacking in talent. Hell, even O'Shea Du Jackson says that. A lot of them they're not talented. Shit, he ain't. Hey, we can at least say that about his ass. Damn hell, a lot of motherfuckers where we can say, hey, motherfuckers will let you know that, hey, that there ain't no talented ass black women in this country like that. You know what I mean? Because especially not your crazy ass Gabrielle Unions. Um, but yeah, just known for being in just what, maybe one or two different genres. Come on now, you know, like do movies where it involves you learning a different language or some shit. You know what I mean? Show to them and you could be a black woman that working and doing something that's not just corporate, but military wise. You know what I mean? Like you're working, and with the computers and shit, doing cybersecurity or whatever. Having shows based off around that or something related to the show 24. Give me something like that. You know what I mean? I'll take something like that, over the Tiffany Haddish typical ratchet ass shit. So yeah.
Is he gonna he's gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Ooh.
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby.
We'll do
you one better, Shay. My husband and I'll sit right next to him.
Oh shit.
See, with this whole situation, and some of the people that Kat talked about, ironically, I have this issues with those same people. There were people that reached out to Tyler Perry on my behalf.
Okay.
And I was grateful for that. Okay. There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights leader.
Yeah.
I sent him that audio. He listened to it. He said, baby, what that man did to you was wrong, and you're like my daughter. And we're going to have to get him to fix that.
That motherfucker ain't no good. Ah, shit. I wouldn't trust a word of none of that bastard say anyway. Ah, shit. You can have that one. You can have it. What do you say? Oh, you motherfuckers. Mm. The 50th ad. Yeah. Now we gotta get this out of here. Come on. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Hear from Al Sharpton for 6 months.
The
next time we saw
that
Al
shit
Sharpton,
back because that
he was on a podium.
damn ad. Come on.
Hear what the man said. I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor?
Is he gonna make he's gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that.
Hey, nigga here. Hey, that motherfucker may end up getting a tad bit of respect for that though. You know, Tyler Perry did that. You know what I mean? But still, I'll still say, you know, he basically helped poison the black community. So with his Medea bullshit and yeah. What my nigga say? What our brother Cat Williams say? Oh shit, he's like him and what's his name? Damn it, with Ricky Smiley, he said that but they can't play a man to save their life. Let's go. Let's go. Oh shit, Auntie Mo.
Baby, where do you want better, Shay? My husband and I'll sit right next to him. See, with this whole situation, and some of the people that Kat talked about, ironically, I have this issues with those same people. There were people that
Annie offered, hey, that her husband will be, you know, there too. Oh, hell yeah, damn right. Shit. You know what I mean? In dealings with another man too? Shit. Hey, be right there, you know what I mean? And hey, be that voice, you know what I mean? Be that stoic masculine man as you should be in that marriage. In that kind of situation. Shit. Hell, you better. Let a motherfucker know, hey, I'm here to make sure there ain't no funny shit never going on between you and my wife. And I don't mean like, no, none of that sexually, none of that stuff, but talking about when it comes forward, just talking to her bad, and just trying to do her wrong, dirty, any kind of way. I'm here to be the holy enforcer to make sure that shit ain't gonna happen. And everything is going to be kosher.
Reached out to Tyler Perry on my behalf.
Okay.
And I was grateful for that. Okay. There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights leader.
Yeah.
I sent him that audio. He listened to it. He said, baby, what that man did to you was wrong, and you're like my daughter. And we're going to have to get him to fix that.
Right.
We didn't hear from Al Sharpton for 6 months. The next time we saw Al Sharpton, he was on a podium talking about we don't need to fly commercial because we can fly Tyler Perry's private jet. I said, that's why maybe I'm not hearing back from him. Okay. Then we had our
Oh shit. Oh damn it. Oh man, Al Sharpton. Oh boy, he's in that dark crowd, nigga. Oh yes, he's in that dark crowd. Okay, he's he may got some ties to the dark society. Okay, yeah. Al Sh- Al Sharpton might like his whole sharpen. Who knows? Ah.
beautiful sister, Stephanie Mills.
Yes.
Okay. Who is, she don't play.
Yes.
Right. I told her what happened, sent her the audio. Now, I don't know if she listened to that audio or not, but however, she called Tyler Perry. She said, Monique, Tyler Perry does not want to revisit this. Okay, fine.
Right.
While we're on the phone, Tyler Perry calls her back and says, I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband. Now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
And then Monique has to apologize publicly to say Oprah and I had nothing to do with messing up her career.
But that'd be a lie.
What?
Look in the goddamn camera.
I thought that was a stage the way you
look in the camera because you heard it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What the hell?
So when you hear what this man is saying,
I would have said, hey man, hey you slack Johnson bitch, you can go F yourself. Matter of fact, that or you can you can go take a good dry muddy boot up the ass and let it send your ass as far as past Jupiter.
so I said, Stephanie, tell Tyler Perry, never will I meet with him without my husband. And
The hell? Damn right.
oh, no apology, so I'm not going to give
Damn
one.
right, Auntie.
That goes away. Kevin Hart. Now, you know when Cat
Oh.
Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Hart. I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're like my mother. You're like my aunt. You're like my sister. Okay. Then we do the podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm going to reach out to Tyler. I appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it. He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that.
Okay.
When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think me and my husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you.
Talk.
I didn't ask
That's real talk.
Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce. I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive produce. They was like, oh, this is incredible, because when you put Kevin Hart's name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing. You know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between
you snake bastard? Yeah, you should have known better not to trust that short ass snake motherfucker. That no good ass Nick. Yeah, you should have left it. You should not believe his ass. But even though then he gave her a check and shit, you know what I mean? Still, like, you know, with that kind of situation can happen to anybody, you know what I mean? And motherfuckers are slick evil like that, you know, funny, you know. And would do exactly that, and then just write you off, be like, oh, I want nothing to do with you and all that shit. Like, what? What the hell? Especially too, even after like she paid him with interest. That was some real shit on Timo.
Between the 2 weeks and and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need, Mo. Hey, we got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then and that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin manager David Becky said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay though with this white man calling them up, getting in between our relationship after something you said? He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
Oh, wow. Yep.
So that's what we're faced with. When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said, I'm like your mother. You said, I'm like these things. I didn't ask you for that. So everything that baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up, because when you hear people say, get the anger out your heart. Oh, man, no one's saying he's lying. No one ever said I was lying. It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount or devalue, because that is your voice on that audio. Remember on Good Times when Penny's mother was whooping up on her, and she had recorded it? That's you on tape. So how does it go from you saying you're going to give me an apology to now I owe you an apology?
But what do you want an apology for?
Our commitment to you is delivering the world's most advanced PC. Our passion for chasing performance and improvement is what motivates us. We achieve this with our engineering, precision build quality, and desire for more power.
What could I possibly owe you an apology for when you've admitted? See, when Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbert I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that
Oh, heavens, no. Yeah. I believe that may be true, Auntie, but dig this here, right? She fit that role. Like, yeah. Like with Terrence Howard, you know what I mean? Just, and yeah, like I don't see that matching up well. So y'all two fighting like that. Hell, it'll be worse shit where her ass will be throwing him around, shit, slapping his ass around. Hell, that's how the Empire would end up being. Hell, where she would end up running it. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that may be true, but still, yeah. Uh, well, yeah, let's go.
Cost my family,
yes,
and with no accountability, because it's the great Tyler Perry. No, you've got to be accountable for that. Oprah Winfrey,
Oh yeah, y'all gotta be accountable, motherfuckers. Yeah, y'all gotta come off of money. Yeah, be accountable, motherfuckers. Yeah, come off with that money, boom, and then hey, and then we're cool. We'll write it off. Hey, and then boom, we'll go about our separate damn ways, and when you clear my name up, what I mean, in the industry. Well, matter of fact, since you sent out a bad name, now, motherfucker, to make it up, I'm gonna need you to put out a good word for me, motherfucker, out to people, to put a high suggestion for me to other producers and directors and all them. So, to for them roles to come. Now I need you to help push for them roles to come. I need you to put in those good words, damn it, and come with that money, and then boom, and then we're good. That's it. Make those few calls, come with that money, and we're good. Boom. And then y'all go about your ways, and I don't care. I wouldn't even care to talk about you because now, damn it, hell, everything's been, you know, hey, retribution served. Shit, we're good.
For you've got to be accountable for the things you've done with my family. You've got to be accountable for that.
Is there any relationship between you and Tyler, you and Oprah currently?
No. No.
But I thought there was an apology. I read where there that I thought I read somewhere that Oprah had issued you an apology and Tyler had issued an apology. That's not correct.
No.
Mm.
No.
The only person that's given you an apology.
You saw it. It's Lee Daniels. That's the only person. So we are in a place where we're too afraid to call them for what it is. We're too afraid to say, if it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, what is it, Shannon? It's a duck.
Right.
So again, you see the struggle of the Black woman as I'm sitting here talking to you, and you say, Mo, but why would you record him? But you heard the man violate me. The first thing wasn't, I can't believe that cat did that to you. It's, why would you do it? And we understand it,
right,
because we've been conditioned that way.
Because when you had to get somehow, because when you're telling,
I think we could say the same for a lot of Black men out there, or a lot of our fellow Black men are out here in jail, or have dealt with law enforcement to the degree of the result of a false accusation. And so, yeah, hence Jonathan Majors, Johnny Depp, many men that are below their echelons, what I mean, that have faced the same thing. So yeah. It's just motherfuckers that, that have that power, or choosing to be a kid about the shit, and continue to do evil because they know they can get away with it. And not being and not doing good business, and being fair, man, that's evil to me. And stopping motherfuckers from getting their money too. Come on now. That's all evil. I don't give a damn.
Telling people these are lies.
Yes.
Nobody is believing Monique. So now, even though you have him record his voice, and that's him, and he's saying he made it up, now it's no longer, oh man, I can't believe he lied on Mo. Mo, why'd you record it? So now they put the onus back on you.
Where's the win? How do we win? How does a Black woman win when you say, here he is right here? And I look to the community and say, how long do we allow us to keep being exploited, used up, taken advantage of? And because we think somebody can give us an opportunity, we just say, shh, I'm not going to say nothing. If we keep operating like that, Shannon, you're going to have a whole lot of us sitting right here in the same seat, almost telling the same story.
Well, Dick is here.
Why do you think Tyler is afraid to meet with you and your husband? Why does it need to be you one-on-one when he meet with other representatives and their client? What is it about you that he feels it needs to be just you and he? Does he think your husband is some kind of negative influence on you? He thinks the husband is.
Yeah, and let me tell you this here, motherfuckers are cowards. You see, not only that they those that hate the truth hate God, but those that hate the truth are cowards. Because they're continuously trying to run away from the truth, and willing to do everything possible to make that happen. Oh man, I don't know why that happened. Yeah, let me make sure this goes back. Okay, cool. I think it's about to go into the
ass
ad
out in ways
anyway.
that they wish I beat him with a tray. And he had to say, Mama, they won't hear you.
Right.
They don't hear you. Once you go there, so he's had to teach me how to really be a queen,
Right.
really know my
Oh,
worth, really understand.
oh, did we go that far? Oh, we didn't go that damn far.
Behind the back and all of that. I say, listen, let me try to get to you first. Now, if you avoid me, okay. But I tried to be respectful. I tried to call you first. When she had my family on her show, I tried to call you first. I tried to talk to you
We'll start right here.
privately, but then you became the great, mighty Oprah Winfrey, and you were too busy to talk. Well, now I'm going to talk about it. This woman has overstepped with me so in so many ways that somebody would say, if we wasn't Monique and Oprah Winfrey in the entertainment business, and we was Monique and Oprah Winfrey that worked at Costco, I see you in the break room. I see you at your cash register, because she's overstepped.
Wow. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know, Monique. This might be the term
I remember. Okay.
crossing of the Rubicon.
I
We
was
might
gonna say this.
be going too far.
Nah, nigga, it's like this. It's like this, Shay Shay. Auntie. uh, before we can go into the whole, oh, black women, it's our pain. Yes, sister, yes, and I am with you, yes, Auntie, I'm with you on that. Hey, when you done wrong, and hell, your woman and there's evil been done to you. Yes, I'm all for justice. Period. What I mean? Man, woman, any kind of form of evil done to you, I want justice in your favor. Yes, I mean, and for you to be done, with all this righteous. So, yeah, well, with that being said, right, Auntie and y'all, the core in that, okay, what will help fix that, right, is if more black women get on page with their man, with black man. But we can't say like you're ours anymore, Auntie. Because why? Because as you already should know, damn it, that a lot of black women are too far gone. Not just their bodies, but as well as their mind and soul. So it's down near to the impossible point right now. All right? If you wanted that, y'all should have marched on that damn hill and demanded for laws to be in place never to protect your man, especially from being raked through the coals by child support and family court and all that shit and divorce court. To have to be so your man can feel some sense of security within his own damn country. But we don't feel that right now. Because why? Because as black men, we are at war on multiple fronts. Your side sided with the white women and all that shit. Thought you was gonna then they get as equal as they, and they just showed you no. Damn it, no, you're not gonna be equal to us. You sided with them and the white man over your man, like straight dumbasses. Like you, like this was just too like so far fetched of you being able to see like of y'all being betrayed. These kind of things happens in wars all the time. So, and with that being said, we would have been a strong force to where, hey, that would have been a problem. All the way to the point to where that wouldn't happen because, damn it, there would be black men in high positions, secured in those high positions to help make sure that, hey, that shit ain't gonna go down. And if it does, it will be quickly rectified or remedied. Instead of you going through all this bullshit. But because y'all chose to go against your man in all forms, this is the result. But shout out to her, hey, for having a husband that's willing to stick it out with her. That son's a bitch is strong one. He is. He's a damn strong one.
I don't. How do you? If you feel that way, because clearly, if you feel this way, now
Yes.
I get why you feel this way. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know this. I'm taking you at your word. Now, not the title, because
Yes.
I've listened to the audio.
Yes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about Oprah.
Yes.
I'm just taking you at your word.
Yes.
If you feel this way, is it possible she feels the exact same way about you?
How could she? How could she? On my show.
Mhm.
When did I have anybody come and speak about Oprah Winfrey on the Monique show? That's never happened. So how could she
Yeah, that was some dirty shit.
feel that?
Would you have done that?
Had her family on?
Yeah.
Let me tell you how we operate. When we had the Monique show, there was a comedian on there.
Mhm.
And he was trying to joke T.I.'s wife, Tiny. My husband walked out in the middle of his set. He said, cut. He said, brother, we don't do that here. We uplift our folks.
Mhm.
We don't play that. So no, I would not have done that. When Oprah Winfrey had my family, and I'll tell y'all, and I'm looking
Oh, gee.
around, baby, because there are people here.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't want to be rude to the people at Shay's Club. You got other people in the club,
Mhm.
right? When Oprah Winfrey called me up and she said, I got a call from your brother. And this is after I won the Oscar award,
Mhm.
right? And your brother wants to come on the show and he wants to apologize to you for molesting you.
Mm.
And he wants to tell other people how to look out for a predator.
Right.
I said, Oprah, I said, I don't want anything to do with that cat. I said, but, and then she said, well, if you want me to scratch the show, I will scratch it. I said, sis, don't scratch it because he could be a different person.
Mhm.
And I don't want to get in the way if that cat is a different person. I just don't want no parts of it.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
When I
How about bitch, stay out of my family business, yeah, especially on that level of wanting to get them like to get all put in front of everybody, in front of the whole world. Hell no, nonsense. No, like, hey, if you want to do it, go ahead. No, leave that shit alone.
when I hung up that phone, Shannon, I was like, I appreciate that sister. Like she didn't have to call me.
She did.
She didn't have to call me and say, I'm gonna have your brother.
Right.
I start seeing commercials with my mother and my father and my other brother who used to be my manager, who knew the fear that I had with the brother that was up on stage, right? We never talked about my mother being there.
She never told you that.
You know how you feel about your grandparents?
Yes, absolutely.
You know the honor and how you speak about them?
Mhm.
Imagine you then seeing your granddaddy and your grandmama on a show and they're talking about somebody that violated you and that woman didn't tell you that they were going to be there, how would you feel?
I would feel like you felt betrayed.
That is exactly how I felt.
Betrayed, yeah, and pissed off. You know, I mean, hell, live it to the highest level. Shit. You know what I mean? As in anybody in their right mind should be, you know, and it's ready to cuss this broad out, you know, and um, I don't think you can sue and try to sue Oprah for something like that, but especially too with, you know, hell, when they're willing and, you know, willing or agreed to do a damn interview. And yeah, so that's wild. Yeah, man. And I forgot about that. Yeah. So anyway, I have this mark to where I'm gonna end it, but I'm still gonna continue. So I have a certain point where I'm gonna get to, just to let y'all know
how I feel. And it's not, oh, I'm, you know, no, I understand it, but you betrayed me, sister. And I'm not the only one.
Because at the time when she called you, she said it was just your brother.
Just my brother. And when my mother was on that show, do you know what I had to deal with, Shannon?
What's that?
I would be in the store and I would have elderly women coming up to me and they would say, your mama ain't shit.
Wow.
Now, they wasn't lying, Shannon, okay? They wasn't lying, baby. Sometimes you gotta let the truth be the goddamn truth. Sometimes you got to just go with it, but still, it's my mother.
Yeah.
It's your mom.
And I'm in here, and because when she went, I'm having to defend something. And I got that often with them telling me what my mother wasn't, because you did not tell me. Had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm going to have your mama, I'd have said, shut that shit down. I don't need nobody seeing my mama be greedy. I don't need the world seeing. Shut it down. Now, there's a white woman named Barbara Walters. Mm-hmm. They called her first. And she said, Monique, I told your family, I can't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. You just won that award. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, I mean, you're here. Why would I bring something that I know that you don't want to talk about? You lived it.
Right.
Why do I need to replay it again?
Ask her. You're going right there.
I was trying to.
I know, baby. Ask her. See, this is where it gets juicy, right? Yeah. Because you're saying the right things, but you're asking me questions that I can't answer.
Right.
I can't answer why Oprah Winfrey did what Oprah Winfrey did. Yeah. Only Oprah Winfrey can answer for her actions. Yeah. So again, stop being scared.
No,
I knew that would get on Mary. I knew that would pop her back in, baby. I knew that would get up a shay.
But even this show, I have a producer and I give him a lot of leeway. But I've had people reach out and say, well, a family member said something and I want to come on your show and refute it. That ain't what we do here.
Right. It's like, it's almost, you don't cross that barrier. We don't do
the family thing.
You don't do the family thing. And I'm going to bring this up. I wasn't going to do it. But damn it. This you
might want to have another
I asked a question, damn it, that was meant for Oprah, damn it, like, you know, but you're gonna ask her that question, you know, that's totally set off for Oprah, motherfucker, like really, you know, like the hell, like she can dive in her mind and say, hey, why the hell that's, I hate when people do that shit, man. I don't know about anybody else, but that shit's nerve-wracking, like where they be like, hey, jump in that person's mind and figure out, like, why the hell would they do that action to you or to whoever? Why would they do that? That's stupid. That's stupid. Just stop.
But you go, truth. Tell it. No, tell the damn truth. Damn it, tell the truth. Because family is sacred.
It's supposed to be.
And we don't cross the line with family. And people begin to get comfortable to jump on the Monique bandwagon of Monique doing things wrong and she doing this and she doing that. And there's a brother named D.L. Hughley.
Yeah.
And until he take accountability, I won't let it go.
Shit, D.L. Hughley.
What would you get ready to say?
I was gonna say, what did DL do?
Let me tell you.
Oh shit.
Baby, that voice went up, didn't it? DL is friend. He like, that's my friend.
Talk about that goat face looking.
No, I've met DL on several occasions. I don't know DL like that.
Okay.
Do I know DL say like I know an earthquake? No. Do I know since I've interviewed Cat, had several conversations with him, do I know DL on that level? No.
Right. See, when we say family is sacred,
Right.
family is sacred.
Supposed
And
to
we
be.
know that you don't cross the line when it comes to family.
Correct.
Right?
Damn right.
I do DL's radio show.
Yeah.
DL Hughley is not there. His team is there. And Shannon, we having a great time. I mean, baby, we having a great time. We going forward, back and forth. When we get to the end of the show, they say, Monique, you want to play a game?
Oh, what the hell?
Well, I want to play. I said, sure, sugar. Let's play a game. And it's a game called Would You Rather.
Oh, hell.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
hell no.
Monique, you should have said,
Yeah,
I'm too old for this game.
Wait a minute. We're having fun, baby.
Nope.
Right? We having a good time, Shannon. Okay.
Nope.
I mean, it's the sister there and there's two other guys. We're having a great time. It's a beautiful Black unity cookout.
Okay.
We're having a good time.
Okay.
Would you say your wife was your family? Is that considered family?
Yeah.
So your husband is considered family,
Absolutely.
right? Okay. So here we go. They said, Monique, we want to play a game of Would You Rather. Let's go. Would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one?
Really, Monique?
Now, as y'all are
hell?
watching right now who haven't heard this story, y'all going, they doing the same thing in the studio. They going, okay. That is exactly what happened. Now,
Woman, I hope you would have passed along some of my wrath that you know I would have them that I would have displayed on their ass by cussing their ass the fuck out. Shit. Bitch, what? Hell no.
Now, I said to the team, how does that uplift our community?
Right.
I said, sister, and her name is Jasmine. How could you ask another sister that? Well, we just planned. I said, tell me the joke in that because I don't know what you're insinuating. Then you're involving people that have nothing to do with nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? So I said, I'm going to call my brother. DL. I'm going to call my brother. I call DL Hughley on the phone. I say, hey, baby. Yeah.
Huh?
That's how he responds. Yeah.
Did he know it was you?
Yes. Because they called him to let him know Monique's going to be calling.
Right.
Like this, it was getting crazy.
Right.
I'm like, just let me get on the phone with my brother. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, DL.
And the two-faced shit begins.
Yeah. I said, listen, I just got off the phone with your team and they wanted to play this game, Would You Rather? And it was like stupid. Like asking me about my husband and Lee Daniels and Corinne Steffens, and his exact words, well, that's how we do it. I said, DL, how does that uplift our community? And again, I don't know what y'all trying to insinuate, but brother, what you doing? Like I said, that's just how we do it. So it is what it is. Now it got so.
Okay, so he might be the type of nigga to go to them P Diddy parties and talk about and come back talking about, you know, that's what we do. It is what it is.
So ugly that my attorney had to send a cease and desist. So it never aired. So we have, like, when Cat Williams talk and people, truth tellers talk, we have receipts to everything we're saying. That's how that whole thing got started. Okay? It's family. My husband is my family.
Yeah.
Now, you babies that are really good with this internet, through the years, I've watched DL speak ill of me. Through the years. I never knew DL Hughley had a problem with me. But when Cat said they all a group, he forgot to put DL Hughley in the group. Mm-hmm. Through the years, I was bitter. I was dangerous with what I was doing, saying that it was inequality. My husband didn't know what he was doing. This went on through the years. I was unloved, all of these things. And I said to myself, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you. I didn't go on nobody's show. I didn't say nothing to nobody, but I knew the time would come that I would see him. We were scheduled to do a show in Los Angeles. I was the headliner of that show. His name was on it, then his name came off. I didn't question it, but I knew I'm going to see him.
His name came off because you were there.
Right?
Eventually.
Okay, now we have a show in Detroit. Contractually, I was the headliner. DL Hughley posted a memo Now, when you signed your deal for the Ravens, did you sign a contract or a memorandum?
Signed a contract.
D.O.
You see
Hughley's
how you say
corrupt.
that? Like anybody that knows good business, you signed. The memo was saying this is what I would like,
right?
But the contract is saying this is what it is. Okay.
Yes.
He put out a memo to our community, and that touched me a little different because I was saying, why would you lie to our babies? Because now they're thinking if they send somebody a memo, that's what they're supposed to get. Okay. I was contractually signed to go as the headline.
Right. You mean you go last?
D.O. Hughley didn't come into the building until 9:30. Now, contractually, I said I had to be on stage by 9:30 because if the show starts at 8, I refuse to keep an audience waiting.
Right,
that is disrespectful to the audience.
Correct.
When I went out on that stage, Shannon, I made sure everything I said, he heard me. Because now you're here and I'm going to say it to you. And I said some things on that stage that I said that he was cowardly. And some folks said, how could you say that?
Yeah. No, you're right.
How could you do that?
Yes.
And then I posted some things to say, this is what I meant. See, you came after my husband. And when you had a chance to fix it, when you had a chance to say, Mo, my bad, you know, we don't even get down like that.
Right.
You told me it is what it is. And until he's brave enough and courageous enough to say this is what really happened, y'all. Y'all have never known me to be no shit starter. Folks ain't never known me to go over and kick a sandwich out of somebody's hand that's hungry. But what people do know is if you kick me, damn if I ain't gonna kick you back.
I heard that.
Because that's fair play.
Yeah, right.
So there was one left out the pack. And when you have people that continually don't take accountability, that's why you see us in the state of affairs we're in.
I'm a firm believer, Mo, that everybody don't play the same. And someone once told me, what is joke to you is death to someone else.
What is joke? That's why we don't play with people's families.
No.
When we had the Monique show, the radio show, listen, you can't come on here and speak ill of no one because we don't play like that, because we know how this business works.
Right.
So when you allow that to happen, what do you think is going to come back your way?
Right.
What do you think? And D.O. Hughley, please, no, brother, we still love you. Just take accountability for it, and we move forward.
I remember reading something about the situation in Detroit. I didn't know the depth of the magnitude of it. I remember reading something about a memo about, I guess it's an addendum that was added on, but the contract is the contract.
The contract is the contract. And what happens?
Motherfuckers ain't gonna be accountable till hell freeze over.
Is because of the messenger, it was easy to pile on. It was easy to pile on. And then when you have some of our black folk that go sit in front of a white man and speak ill of their people, I'm like, y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we coming to that we're gonna sit in front of this white man? I can't even say his name. I refuse. Everybody know who he is. We sit in front of him and we just let this man say any and everything about us, and then
when he first came on with this, you know, I was in the chat and I was like, you know, everybody, a lot of motherfuckers chatted in there, said the same thing I was thinking. She's talking about Vlad TV.
Go right in with him. Now see, that to me is dangerous. And y'all babies that's good with this little computer, don't take my word. You can just go through the years of this cat just running his mouth. And it's like, stop doing that, because what are we saying to the babies coming behind us?
We're going to continue this, but I want to get into where you're from, the DMV.
Yeah.
Do you realize, like Chappelle, Martin, Tommy Davis, Earthquake, yourself, what's in the soil in the DMV that got you guys? I mean, you've done television, stand up. All these guys have done television and stand up and are great at it. When you look at like Chappelle walked away from it and said, nah, I want to do my own thing because I'm not going to let you guys hold me hostage.
Yes.
But Martin still does television. Tommy Davidson doesn't do as much television. Quake is not in television. But he has, all his gigs going on. When you look at the success that Chappelle, Martin, Quake is having, and you say, hold on, ain't none of them guys win no Oscar. Ain't none of them guys did what I did on the movie set, and they're having the commercial sense that they're having. That should be Mo.
If I was a white woman, do you know what my name would be?
Wealthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh my goodness.
If I was a white woman, my name would be Melissa McCarthy. Same track record. 5-year sitcom and syndication. Same track record. The opportunities are not the same. So when you have, and as you read all of those things off, and you say, wait a minute, Mo, none of them have this, none of them have that. We get judged by a different stick. We get judged by a different stick. And then when I had people judging me, I'm like, you judge me by your yardstick. You've not done what I've done. And I say that humbly. You've not had the accomplishments that I had.
Right.
When I hear Brother D.L. Hughley say, with that Netflix special, I just accepted anything, whatever they gave me. These are not my words, they're his.
Right.
Well, that's how you do business. I'm not mad at you accepting anything.
Right.
Why are you mad at me saying I won't accept anything?
Right.
That's the difference. It's like people were judging me. I was hearing people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Shannon, okay. I didn't know we had so many tender people in our group.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had so many tender love.
Until you late as hell. Motherfuckers is super tender. Motherfuckers is super soft. Scared to scared to take them daggers of truth, boy. Hey, real talk, they're scared to take them daggers of truth that will help them to grow in their own character development and being a better human being towards people, period. And yeah, I came across plenty of people like that. They expect you to just accept and take anything. No, shut that shit down. No, let's tell a motherfucker real quick. No, you don't think for me, motherfucker. All right. Hell, if you want to take and accept everything, fine, that's you. That don't mean I gotta accept the bullshit.
I didn't know we had so many tender people, and I wouldn't want to be on the front line with these tender people. Where it's like, oh, I can't believe you said that. I can't. But it's what I said the truth. It's what I said the truth. No, I didn't put no sugar on it. Right. It was shit.
Right.
And I didn't try to make it taste good. We got to stop running away from what is real, and we run into fantasy. And that's how come we keep staying where we sit.
Real talk.
Mo, before you became Monique that everybody has seen over the last 2-3 decades, what were some of the jobs that you had that you like, man, this ain't for me? I mean, this is just a holdover. It's just a breeze.
Every job I had, baby, it was special.
Was it?
Every job I had, baby.
You were the best at it.
Let me tell you something. I worked at the drive-thru in Popeyes. I worked in the drive-thru in Popeyes, and that was my microphone. Every time somebody came to that window, I was on stage. Welcome to Popeyes. My name is Monique. What would you like today? And they would say, hey, Monique, I'm Shannon. Hey, Shannon, how you doing, baby? What's your order? And you give me your order. And then I say, would you like a hot apple pie with that, Shannon? You say, you know what, Monique? I should.
Oh, shit. Auntie used to work at Popeyes. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey.
What? Come on around here, baby. Let me see you. Listen here. Popeyes, where my damn money? Because I was a seller, baby. If you wanted a 2-piece, I gave you 4.
Hey.
You wasn't going to lose no way.
She's from Charles Faulkner's neck of the woods. Charles Faulkner Jr. Yeah, she's from your block. Yeah, she's from your block. I want to talk about big girls so much, motherfucker. You got big sister right here, motherfucker. Shit. But to me, she look awesome right now. Hey, shit, she looks good to me right now. Shit. Hey, she can still, work on herself. But shit, she look decent. Shit.
Wait, come and do my damn window, Shannon. That's why I ain't lost no damn weight. What I saw, I ate. If you got 2 pieces, I ate 2 of them.
I heard that.
Welcome to Popeyes. Hi, baby, come on now.
So that was your microphone. That was the beginning of Monique because you was owning. Did you know that's what you were doing?
What I knew I was doing was walking in my dream. The microphone said it's possible. When I stood in my bathroom mirror and I wrapped the towel around me, and it didn't go all the way. I wasn't devastated. Okay, I don't know if they just didn't have enough money to buy me a whole damn towel, but I would still stand there, and that was my gown.
Right.
And I would pick up that brush and I would say, I would like to thank. So I've always seen it.
Did you always know that was Oscar always in the back of your mind? Did you always?
Oscar was never in my mind.
You just wanted to be in TV? You want to be in show business? What aspect did you want to do?
I wanted to be famous.
As they all.
I loved what it looked like with people being famous. I didn't know to say, I want to be wealthy with the fame.
Right.
I didn't know to be specific to ask for it, but I wanted to be famous.
Who did you know that looked like Monique that was famous?
Oprah Winfrey. So do you see how far this relationship goes?
Mm-hmm.
That's who I knew that looked like me. See, when people always ask me about the Oscar, right? But no one ever asked me about the Image Award. No one ever said to me, what did it feel like when they called your name for the NAACP Image Award? And they were people that looked like me, right, because we put so much weight on that award that
yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, she wanted to, you know, she wanted to be famous, as she said, you know, that she always wanted to be, as a lot of the stars now, you know, there's a lot of the stars, you know, the actresses, as they all had such dreams. I want to be, you know, famous and everything. So, but the thing is, a lot of them didn't know that they was gonna have to go down some dark paths in order to achieve such, you know, said famous or fame.
It's such an honor, and it's an honor for any award,
right?
Not just that one, but as a little girl.
And she was just trying to be real and, you know, earn it the right way. You know what I mean? She wasn't trying to sleep her way to the top. So respect, Auntie Mo.
I never watched the Oscars because nobody looked like me winning. So I was like, this is not for me, but when I watched the Image Award, baby, those people look like me.
Right.
The BET Awards, those people look like me. Mm-hmm. So I was honored the first time they called my name for an Image Award. When I tell you, Shannon, that night, baby, when they called this little fat girl name from Baltimore, and the award goes to Monique. Well, listen here. I got so good with them calling my name, and this is what had to humble me. You will get humbled, baby, when you just think they get ready to call your name. I had won it like 3 years in a row. This is the 4th year.
Oh.
Hey, call my name again, Shay. Let me situate myself in my chair. Right?
Do I look good?
So here come the category.
Okay.
Hey, baby, the best actress in a sitcom. They named me, Tisha Campbell, and I cannot remember the other sisters, right? I know they get ready to say, and the award goes to.
You see this nigga pants?
Monique. So I got to, because I'm a big girl, you got to scoot up.
Yeah.
So you can be ready to push up, right? So I scoots up and get my gown together. And the winner is Tisha Campbell. I said, all right, girl, I want to get that over my ass and sat right back down. But it was never the Oscar for me, baby. Right. It was never the Oscar for me.
So how did stand-up happen?
Stand-up happened on a dare. My brother came home one day and said he went down to the comedy club to do open mic night.
Mm-hmm.
And he did so bad. He said they was booing me, but I was 6 beers in, so I thought the booze was applause. So my boy had to say, man,
nah, bro,
this is stinking, right? So we cleaning out the pool. And he says, I said, if I was there, I would have said, and that was 30 minutes of what I would have said. Then he said, I dare you to go down next Wednesday and do open mic night. It was a club called Burke's in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. I went down that next Wednesday, Shannon, and I got a standing ovation. And from that moment to this moment.
Were you hooked?
I was. It is nothing like, and I'm sure you can appreciate it, understand, when you walk out on that football field and you walk and you smell it and you walking into it and you, that little boy in you says, I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm still there. That little girl in me is still saying, I'm here, but I'm a grown woman.
Right.
And I'm saying, now that I'm here, you got to pay for it fairly. If not, I'm good. I just have to walk away.
How different is that Monique? Not just in age, but how different is that Monique to the one that's sitting right on this couch?
Oh, she grew up. Yes. When you first come to Hollywood, Shannon, and I got a show called The Parkers. After I was in Hollywood less than 90 days.
Wow.
90 days. And you have agents and you have managers and you have attorneys, right? And they're telling you all the good things. And everybody always said to me, you want to get the syndication.
Yes.
You want to get the syndication. Once you get the syndication, you work because you want to work.
Right.
Right.
So syndication is what, 5 years, 100 episodes?
Syndication is 100 episodes.
Okay.
Right. So that's all I knew. I didn't know to ask to be an executive producer of my own image. And nobody told me. I didn't know to ask for that. I didn't know to ask for after the 3rd year of being on a successful sitcom that you could say, I now need a bonus. I didn't know to even negotiate that. And no one told me to negotiate that.
They're definitely not going to tell you.
All they kept saying is, when you get the syndication, when you get the syndication, when you get the syndication. Well, 3 years in, the Parkers was in syndication. Now, no one told me that. You learn it once you open your eyes, because now I'm going around the country doing promos. The Parkers is coming on at 4 o'clock in your city. The Parkers will be on at 2:30 in Sacramento. Y'all make sure y'all watch the Parkers. It's coming on. I'm not knowing. I'm promoting the show in syndication. No one told me that. All we're doing is saying if we get to 5 years, we got to 5 years. 110 episodes. Me and a beautiful young lady named Countess Vaughn, who was my baby to this day. We had the Laverne and Shirley law.
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to be equal.
Yeah.
Once we got to the 5 years, our attorney, my attorney,
yeah.
and the agents said, oh, the Parkers made money. Y'all gonna get paid from the Parkers. It's made money. Okay. Years go by. By 2004, the Parkers, we went off the air in 2004, right? In 5 years, by 2009, the Parkers had made $800 million.
You're like, oh yeah.
Stay with me.
Money.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Hey, yeah. All right. Okay, because we're waiting to get that money, Santa. Check is coming. We get a call. We got to do an audit, and everything. Okay. And that was in 2009 that it made $800 million. Okay. We're now in 2024. And they're trying to convince Countess Vaughn and I that show made no money.
Oh, man. See?
No.
They're trying to convince us that a show that cost
hell no.
roughly $65 million to make. In our last year of shooting the Parkers, Countess Vaughn and I made $55,000 a piece.
Oh, Lord.
That's it? How much were you making an episode?
$55,000 an episode.
Okay, so how many episodes
did you shoot? 5 years. That last year we shot 22 episodes.
Okay.
We made $55,000.
Oh no.
A piece at the end of a top rated.
Hell no, that's highway robbery. Oh shoot, that's enough to make you boy, have some dark thoughts. Oh Lord, forgive me. No, sirs. No nonsense. Oh man, no. Oh boy, yeah, they owe you. Yeah, motherfuckers owe you big time. Yeah, them elites owe you big time. Hell, shit. Don't just demand money from Dollar Perry. Demand money from Oprah's ass too. Shit. Real talk. To at least cover some of that shit, that money y'all lost. Damn. Shit, man. Boy, motherfuckers in Hollywood, boy, they some dark-hearted motherfuckers, boy, I tell you. Evil as hell. Heartless.
Hold on, time out. Are you saying you made $55,000 for 22 episodes, or are you saying you made $55,000 per episode? Because I want to make sure I'm hearing you.
Let me make sure you hear me correctly. We did 22 episodes.
Yes.
We were paid $55,000 per episode.
Okay.
For 22 shows. Okay.
Yeah.
That's on a hit show.
Right.
That is unheard of.
Yeah.
Because we're two black women. I don't know to fight for it.
Right.
Countess is a baby in this business. So I don't know to say that
we should be making $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 an episode.
So now today, y'all want to convince us that show made no money? That show has made over $2 billion, and I'm guesstimating. And you want to convince us that our percentage, we make no money? We can't.
It's just motherfuckers, like I said before, there's motherfuckers in those high positions because we're not strong as strong as black people here in this country. strong enough to where therefore, we'll be able to have such people in high positions, that can, block whatever bullshit, one side may try to throw, and to cast that down and thus allowing this woman's, career to continue to flourish. Um, to help put a cancel to that snake shit. But that's due because of the greed and selfishness that we have towards one another. And it happened to her again because there's no one in that, in those high positions that are willing to do right by black folks, period. So it ain't just the black woman is whoa is the black woman. Nah, it's black folks, period. It's just black women was the dumb ones that chose, hey, the white woman and on the side with them and to get, share benefits with them, whatever, and all that shit. And they thought they was gonna be closer, getting on their equal footing, and all that. But no, they quickly showed that's not gonna happen. So, all right.
Can't allow that to happen.
Right.
That's why we're fighting. That's why we're saying, no, guys, we can't sit on our hands like that.
Right.
You know how many of us, when you watch Good Times, when you watch The Jeffersons, when you watch Sanford and Son, whose family is benefiting from our images? Because it damn sure ain't ours. You see why I fight the way I fight?
Yeah.
Because if it does not make sense, you have to explain it. And I'll go back to Tyler Perry. You know why Tyler Perry don't want to talk to my husband? Because he can't talk around him. My husband don't care nothing about that man's money. We don't care nothing about your title. We care about your character, brother.
And motherfuckers too greedy and selfish to come together. Black folks, black men and black women are too greedy and selfish to come together to build something, where we can, have our own fortress of filled with them, but just filled with art and just creativity that rivals that of which the white people control.
We care about your integrity.
And what you gonna pay? What you gonna pay?
How you gonna make it right? How you gonna make it right? Because if I am your Aunt Mary, and I really belong to you, as I really belong to you right now, Shannon, I am your sister, and you heard something that was wrong.
Yeah. How can Tyler Perry make it right? Mo, give you a job, give you a sitcom. Say, Mo, okay, you know what, Mo, sitcom. You're gonna be the executive producer. I'm gonna be a executive producer. You're gonna do the sitcom.
If somebody cost you, Shannon Sharp, millions of dollars,
yes,
do you want to be compensated for what they cost you for a lie and a rumor?
Yeah.
So at that time, I was making roughly between $2 and $3 million a year.
Right.
I sat in that for over a decade, like 12 years.
Right.
You do the math.
Whew.
Over a lie that he admitted that he told. Not something I'm making up. You admitted that, brother. How do you make that right?
I'm sure you got lawyers. Have you had a conversation?
Well, what happens is when you take somebody at their word, time. We don't need to go to no lawyers, Tyler. You know what you did. Just make it right. And if he doesn't make it right, what will our community do? What will our community say? Because today it's me, tomorrow it's you. Then what?
Yeah.
We've got to hold him accountable. What Cat say? You got to Tyler Perry, come on now. You got to do it, Shannon. You got to tell him.
You got to tell it. Well, obviously, when you do stand up, you go to a lot of different cities, a lot of different clubs.
Yes.
It's a lot of different promoters. Has everybody always been on the up and up with Monique, or did you try? Sometimes people try to take advantage. You're female. You're black. You're heavy.
You're not gonna say that like Mr. from Color Purple. You're black. You're ugly. You're not gonna do that.
But people would try to take advantage of anyone. But seemingly like us, their team were willing to take more advantage.
I've had to tell the promoters, call the police. Because either they're gonna come get you or me.
They try to hold up on the money?
Call the police. Because and this was like $75. Can you imagine? $75, like, you know where we come from.
Yeah.
If somebody gets you for $25, that's a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine 25 million.
Yeah.
We've seen people lose their life for $25.
For sure.
Imagine somebody getting you for millions.
Boy.
How you supposed to feel? Would you let it go?
Nah, hell no.
Right. So when people say, Mo, just let it go.
Yeah, but it's easy for people to say let it go when they haven't lost anything.
Those people are defeated mentality people, right? You know what I mean? So they're a cancer too. They're scourge of fucking earth also because they are no good. You know, they're poison too as well, you know, because yeah, that shit is no good to have. Like they'll defeated mentality. They like to spread it. And yeah, so cancel that shit. I was to be the one Shay to tell that individual or group to go to hell and stand your ground against against all uh what's righteous. I mean, for what's all righteous.
Come on, baby.
It's easy to say.
Come on.
But when you've lost, how do you? It's kind of like hey, someone should just get over it. You can't tell somebody how to grieve, how long to grieve, because you're not the one that's hurting.
They didn't do it to you. Right. They didn't do it to you. It was done. And I will say this right now on your show. I still love y'all. We still love y'all.
You love more, they make it right.
My husband, okay, say that again because
I love y'all more, y'all make it right.
Yes, indeed. Okay, I fix my okay. My husband would always say, Mama, we ain't calling nobody out. We're calling them up. And if we continue to call us up on our doings that are not right, we get better as a people. Like we get better. Do you know why things were able to happen like they happened on The Color Purple?
Oh, you talking about the rebate? You talking about?
I'm talking about the 7th one, the one that just came out.
Right.
Isn't that the 7th edition?
It's like the musical with Fantasia and Taraji, right?
Right. That one with all our beautiful sisters.
Yes.
You know why they're able to treat us like they treat us? How are you handpicked in your audition?
No, if you handpick, you don't audition.
Right.
I want you to say that again, Shannon, because people don't understand how deep this goes. When I watch my sister say it was an honor to be handpicked,
right?
Then why ever would you audition?
Yeah.
And the moment, in my opinion, the moment she auditioned, they knew makes no sense. We got them. We can treat them any kind of way we want to treat them. We can do them any kind of way.
But why would you want to?
Why?
Just because you can, that doesn't mean you should.
But they did. How do you handpick me and then mistreat me?
And a lot of the motherfuckers that know they can will play with that like a damn kid and not be responsible with the shit, you know what I mean? That the shit that they could do versus the shit that they should do. They'll it's just
Yes. And then I gotta send a letter to you about the mistreatment that you gave me. That's why they're able to get away with it. That's why when I do interviews, oftentimes or these conversations, people are too afraid to even address it because they don't want to be caught up like, oh, I don't know. When you say, wait a minute, no, that's the truth.
Right.
I heard it. And I don't want my character to be on the line as I'm being a person sitting there asking people about their lives and then not be able to stand in what I've heard. Right. That's why it made so much it was important for us. It was important for us to get you that audio. I don't want you to take my word.
Yeah.
And anything I've said on this couch right now, don't take my word. Ask those people.
Right.
And see what happens. And then maybe after this come out, they're gonna label me again. She's bitter. She's not loved.
Yeah. You got 30-40 million of my dollars. Yeah. The average person gonna be bitter.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I just want to look at your camera. Okay, and here's the thing: because I got a king at home, I'm not bitter.
Okay.
I'm not bitter.
You just want what's right.
We're just determined.
Right.
Not life is too good to
Say
be bitter, but we're determined for you to take accountability.
Right.
That's all.
Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. And right now, all users get $100 off when they buy Big Game Ticket with code Vegas100. They're obsessed.
Go ahead, get on with it.
Finding ways to help you save money on tickets. Game Time has deal on tickets right up to the start of the event and even an hour after it starts. It's the place to help find last-minute seats, find exclusive flash deals, and sponsor deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concert, comedy, and theater. And the Game Time guarantee means you'll always find the best price. If you find the tickets in the same section, in same row for less,
check out what ClubShay's promoting.
Game Time will credit you up to 110% of the difference. Take the gift work out of buying tickets with Game Time right now. Game Time users get $100 off big game tickets with code Vegas. Terms apply. Just download the Game Time app. Use code VEGAS100 for $100 off big game ticket. Or if you're not going to the game, use code ShayShay for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. When did Mo get a first big break in comedy?
The Apollo Theater. And the sister that stay out front that had the Jerry curl, if she liked you, everybody liked you.
Right.
If she did not like you, nobody liked you.
Figure she'll say
And when I saw that woman
Apollo.
stand to her feet, baby,
Figure she'll say that.
Good.
I was good. There were so many moments.
Were you nervous to go on Apollo? Because, you know, everybody know about the Apollo.
You're nervous every time.
You still get nervous to go?
Every time, baby. And not the nerves when you're scared. It's just that, like, oh, I get to do it again.
Yeah.
Like when you go out to the field, it's like, oh, it's that.
Mhm.
I still get that. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, to hear you speak and to see like how passionate, you're a very, very passionate person about everything.
I love us. I love us. Like when I say I love my people, Shannon. I love us. I love everybody.
Right.
But my people, I love us. So when I speak on things, it's not to drop shade, mess, or tea. I'm too damn grown for that. I'm 56 and a grandmother. Who got time for that? But I say it because will it make us better?
Right.
Will it make us come to the table and say, you know, what do we really leave for the babies that's coming behind us? That means something to me. When I talk about them damn bonnets, let me tell you something.
Here
we go.
You said, hey, come on. Can we, like, when we come out the house, can we not have the bonnets on? Can we not have the pajamas on? Can we not have the house shoes going in
the whole damn Halloween costume? That's a Halloween costume that you wear on Halloween. And I am passionate about that because what is the representation that we're giving to the little girls that's went to our black men that's walking beside us? What is the reputation that we're giving? And when they would say to me,
oh, y'all know they're gonna be mad now. Oh shit. All the Bonnet Brigade is gonna be mad now. They're gonna be pissed with Monique on this one. Ah shit. Take it. Just take it, you hippos. Ah.
Oh, Monique, you don't know what they're going to do. We always been going through something.
Yeah. Yes.
We was going to do something when we got off the damn boat. We've been going through something.
True.
But once you lose the pride and the dignity of what you feel,
but we got here first,
feel like you look like, then we've lost. So I wasn't backing down on that. It's like, no, y'all, we owe ourselves that. We owe ourselves that.
How hard is it for you to love some in the community when you know they don't love you back?
That's a good one, Shannon. Okay, that's a good one because sometimes I be in the bathroom.
I mean, it's easy. Christ teaches that in his word. You know what I mean? So in the whole word of God, it said that, you know, there's no reward in just respecting and doing good towards and loving those who loves you. But to those, who you show the love to also, it's that's the reward. Like, you got to show the love to those outside of your family, because that love you show to everybody else, outside your family. That's especially those who may not like you, and you pass on a blessing, you just don't inflict any kind of evil towards them, the blessings will come back up on you. So yeah, so there's no problem. I mean, but loving them, like to the point where, I'm just continuously be there around them and all that stuff, or think, because of that, because I forgive them, I love them, or showing love to them, that it got to be a continuous thing. No. Just
bad from having conversations with the ones that don't love me back, but I still love them because I just know they're misinformed. We've been conditioned in such a way in our community to eat each other up and spit each other out. We've been conditioned. Well, I don't like her. I love my people.
But why?
Why do I love my
No,
people?
no, I'm saying a lot of times, for me, Mo, is that.
I mean, and also too with that, it's because a lot of people, use you as a crutch and take advantage of you, and to help them, which is also you helping yourself by you not allowing yourself to be, taken advantage of. You let them um, fend for themselves, and the little blessings, the help you gave them, will go up to heaven. But so, and I'm talking about for those, again, I'm talking about for those that are outside of your family. Um, but within your family, it's a yeah, it's supposed to be love there. You know what I mean? Um, enduring hardships and all that good stuff. But hey, things ain't always, what they should be.
Is that I don't take someone's word about to, because you can only judge a person through personal experience.
Yes.
You don't know our audio guy, but to say, oh, well, I don't like him, and then when you say, well, I don't like him either because Shannon didn't like him, you have no personal experience with him. So why would you dislike him?
Okay.
People want us to dislike somebody because they've had a negative experience with that same person.
And we buy into it.
I heard this before.
We buy into it because
yeah, that's a double-edged sword right there in itself too. Now, I just want to clear this up. All right. For those that, may be having like some kind of elements of, some kind of derangement within their mental, of understanding the fact that when a person, if I'm basically okay, friends with you, friends, family, associated with you, whatever, right? Doesn't matter, because the conflict that we would end up having would be because of another, and another that you have grown, grown cool with over time. And it just so happened that, and there's that person has not, hear me out, and that person has not, it's just a simple fact that person just has not shown you their true side yet, or that particular part of them, of their true side. But the person then that you're, trying to, keep a good relationship with, a good friendship with, a good bridge, solid bridge, built, and not let crumble over over some shit like that, because of them willing to accept the person, that in their circle that has done some wild and crazy shit, but want to use the excuse to say, hey, well, we all done some wild and crazy shit. So, just because this person did that to you don't mean they won't do it to me. Ray Hama is here to tell you, you can rot through all 7 hells with that bullshit. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, but not sorry. Hell no, because dig this here. If you tell me that, hey man, I don't care how long I may know this person or whatever, you know what I mean, but because after a certain amount of time, a person, will end up revealing some of their true colors, will start coming out. The red flags will start coming out of that person, you know what I mean? And so, because a facade is not meant to be held up forever. So no one can really hold it up forever, all the time, 24/7. So, and And I'm like, dude, what? So if you ain't trying to get rid of this person, because they did some foul ass shit to me or to someone close to me or someone that I know of, and by that simple fact, okay, that they've done such act, which should give you this the wise and great discernment, that you should have, so much so enough to where you'd be like, hey, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good, brother. Nice meeting you. I mean, nice, nice seeing you. But yeah, peace out. Have a good one. I don't know why motherfuckers are scared to do that. And then other half, they're not. But then again, why I say it's a double-edged sword is because that can also be used as a negative too. Because the reason why a person, a friend of yours that you've been, cool with, may not like said person. Maybe over something really petty. Or maybe within that person is telling you, hey, trying to forewarn you about such person that cause you to not mess with them. Maybe it's due to because out of some spite or some out of evil and hatred within their heart. And they actually done something wrong to that person of whom they're telling you to stay away from. So, yeah, I look at it like that too, what I mean? And so it's, because you got to use, like I said, discernment in this, the necessary wisdom so you can be able to decipher on what, between the what's real and what's completely horseshit. And the shit that makes sense, go with the shit that makes sense. And with you going with the shit that makes sense, if that involves you uh, devoting fully, to one side, from another by cutting off that other, then so be it. Because hell, little shit, you may end up finding out later on that person did some crazy ass shit and ended up getting arrested because you made the right decision by choosing to stay away from such person when you was warned. You can keep in mind, there's also, like I said, there's a lot of people that want to stay away from such person, and it's over something that's super petty and to the point of childish. But there are legit reasons that why you should stay away from them. But then again, there's those percentage of people, damn it, that will still, hey, a person could be on some Joker stuff and just totally demolish a whole building full of people, and it'll be like, oh well, that's what he did over there in that state or in that town. Hey, he ain't did nothing over here to me. Nobody around me that I left. So shoot, hey, what's the big deal? Come over here, partner. Come on, man. It's like, when you thought them and you had some kind of like real relationship with somebody, cool good friendship that you have going on with somebody, and they pull some shit like that, saying, hey, no matter, I don't care if this person, you know, took out a whole building full of people, and, you know, I don't care, because he didn't get into me or to my town or my family, so, he's good in my book. Yeah, it's best to say at that point is you as a person in their right mind to say, well, the hell with both of you. But let's go.
Because this one don't like her. And then you say, why don't you like him? This is one thing my husband said to me one time. He said, Mama, there's not a person on the face of this earth that I dislike. I may dislike what they do, but I don't dislike the person. And it took me a minute to understand it, because I'm like, I don't like their ass. I don't like what they did. I don't like their ass. I don't like their mama. I don't like none of them. But he said, no, there are things you've done that I dislike, but I don't dislike you.
Right.
And once we can get past that, then we even grow to be better.
Right.
So what you're seeing right now, Shannon, is Mrs. Sidney Hicks, that my husband has set me down and had conversations with me and really taught me how to be a lady. Because people in this business know, if you sideways, baby, you beat that boy over the head with that tray in the cafeteria, right? I will cuss your ass out in ways that they wish I beat him with a tray. And he had to say, Mama, they won't hear you.
Right.
They don't hear you. Once you go there, so he's had to teach me how to really be a queen.
Right.
Really know my worth, really understand my value. And I'm grateful for that. And I used to say to my husband, I wish I could put you in a bottle and shake you up and let Black women take a sip to know what it's like to truly be loved by a Black man that is a king. When I tell you, Shannon,
They don't even deserve that
love that is
sip.
unexplainable and unimaginable. That's why I can't be broken. And I say that humbly. I can't be broken because I got a king at home. I got a king right there that when all this shit went crazy, that man took me by my hands and said, don't you know we good? And I believed him. And right now to this day, I believe him. And when you have that type of strength, it's hard to bend over. You can't.
Right.
Well,
You said that when you were at your lowest, he lifted you to your highest.
You better know your homework, baby. I'm proud of you. We got toast on that one. You better know your damn homework. I said that when I was at my lowest, he loved me like I was at my best. And I was mentally ill. Because you're in this business. Everybody
she's showing some great accountability on her part right here. Yeah, so yeah, she's not always pointing fingers. She's not up here saying Black man is always Black man's fault and all that shit. T-Mo being on some real shit.
Everybody thinks you are the hero. Consideration can be thrown out the window.
And you just gotta love too, just how, how she gave her husband that high praise. So, which is, hey, which is all in his right, that she should, because she knows, damn it, that a lot of women that was like her mentality, that was mentally ill, and that those are too far gone. Yeah, they're not going to get that chance. What I mean, of getting in. There's no man out here that's willing, not a lot of them at all, is willing to stand out here and tough it out and try to help build you up and shit while you stabbing them in the body with multiple stab wounds. Just. Yeah, going through that, no. All while, trying to tell you, hey, I'm here for you, baby. No. I gotta go through 100 stab wounds in order for you to see straight. I'm cool. But that's what a lot of men are saying. So, yeah. And that kind of man is an anomaly right now.
Patience can be thrown out the window because when you get home, you believe that I'm the breadwinner.
Plus, too, a lot of men are seeing that we ain't got to put up with such bullshit because we're seeing that we have options. And that we're liked by multiple flavors of different women outside this country. So don't go to Colombia, though.
And what I say is what goes. And this is what it is. And then this is my third marriage, still my first. Because this is the first time I've known my place as a Black man's wife. And there's a place. And we get so caught up in that word. What you mean you're playing? What you mean? Without him saying it, his actions showed me that he was the leader of that household. Without him saying it, I knew I was dealing with a king.
And he doesn't have to constantly remind you of it. He's never. When we first got together, I said it
should have to. That's how it should be done, damn it. That's exactly how it should be done. It shouldn't have to. You know that he's the king, damn it, and that he's leader, and what he said goes. And to walk in fearlessness and with wisdom and guidance and instruction, and be filled with instruction. So, yep, he did his head. No man, you should have to say, hey, I'm this, I'm that. What the hell? You need to leave, motherfucker. You gotta keep on. You gotta remind the bitch of your place and her place. The hell?
Comfortably. There was never a conversation about it. So one day I knew I was in the wrong place. Wow. And I moved to the side of the table, and he sat at the head. We never had a conversation about it. It just happened because it was supposed to. So when people question my husband and why is he there, you would hope you would have one like that. I remember our beautiful sister Tiffany Haddish did an interview with GQ magazine. And this, in my humble opinion, is weird. We keep
until you told a lie on that one, until you know that creature ain't beautiful.
Throwing each other under the bus. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person. And the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers.
But she don't know your husband.
You said it.
And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs.
You hear me?
If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, you may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right.
Or it's a hard way to go. So once again,
well, she don't even have a husband, let alone like yours.
Well, damn it now. No. You said it. I sipped on that, Shannon. That was a sip. That required a sip.
Moesha. How did that come about?
Moesha?
Yeah. You had an audition for Moesha, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, she don't have shit. She can't say shit. Yeah, she's the only damn bitch. Why you want to say that? Talk about her and her husband, bitch. You shut the hell up, bitch. You obvious jealous ass, ratchet ass, evil succubus. Just vile creature.
No, sir.
Hold on.
No, sir.
You didn't get on Moesha?
I did. I say this not to be, but I never auditioned.
What?
I've never auditioned. They've called. I think I thought I was auditioning for a Burger King commercial, but what it really was the agency I was with at the time, just trying to blow smoke.
Right.
You know, making me think I'm doing something.
Right.
But to audition, when I first came to Hollywood, I told this guy named, I believe his name is Mark Henry, and I told AJ Johnson, and I told a sister named Kimberly Brooks. I said, I'm not auditioning. And they was like, okay, like your fat ass. You not auditioning? Okay, fat ass. We'll see. That's what they did. They laughed. But I meant that. I'm like, what you see is what you get. I am not going to, especially now. Especially now. Why ever would I audition when I've got the highest award that you can get in this business called acting? And why would I do that?
Right.
Because once I do that, I devalue me. If you can't look at my work and say, that's what we want, then no, thank you.
Right.
Like they'll call, they'll send emails and they'll say, what's Monique availability? None of your business. I don't know you. So you're just going to send an email and want to know what's my availability.
I mean, well, then again, though, you got to look at it like this, too. Maybe You can't really be only because they owe you money. Well, 'cause she went to the root of it. Tyler Perry, she was right on that. But you can say a lot of motherfuckers owe you money. Okay, but when it comes to auditioning, okay, if it's for certain roles that is highly similar to the roles you have done in the past, and you have aced it every time, cool. But where I say you can't, where she shouldn't look at it, is like she should write off completely, like a whole 100% of her audition, is because they may end up producing her with a role that they may think that they're kind of iffy on if she could or whatever, because of the stigma of black women, because of negative stigma that they have placed upon themselves. So therefore, they're gonna be, a little shaky about it. But they're gonna want you to come and audition for it, just so they can see, you know, aside from the achievements. Well, hell, not really aside, but it's because of the achievements, that you have received, that they're willing uh to call you and select you for for this to audition for this role, to see how you do, to see if you can produce, some creativity in the talents that you have gained.
I'm offer only. I am offer only. So again, we got to be careful what we say yes to. What Sidney Poitier say?
I
It's
get
not
that
how many
too.
times you say yes.
Hmm.
It's how many times you say no.
Right.
And the moment our baby auditioned, they got set up for no trailers. They got set up for no food. They got set up for no drivers,
Oh, damn.
because now in their mind, they think you're desperate.
Right.
So when Oprah does the one-on-one with Taraji and she begins to run down her credits, the great Taraji P. Henson, then why ever would you allow the audition to happen? Why ever would you allow that? Why wouldn't you go to that studio and say,
She doesn't have to.
she doesn't have to, I handpick them. So either our sister's not as powerful as we believe she is, or either there's not the concern that she tries to make it look like it is.
I believe it's
But
the
you turn.
second. I believe it's the second one. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. I had the link in the chat if anybody wanted to come through. Um, but thanks to all that came through. Uh, Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like and share and subscribe, and comment in the comment section, man, of your thoughts. What you guys think? So, uh, so yeah. So you guys continue. I'm gonna put the link in the chat to this video in particular, actually. So yeah. So yep, and there you go. All right, guys, and thank you, brothers. Um, thank you, brothers, for coming through. This is the Hama Force, Ray Hama, 1 versus 1,000,000, and be brave, be fearless, as you must be when it comes to telling the truth. So, and also don't forget to hit the Cash App and the PayPal, as the links are in the description as well. So, thank you again to the donors, and thank you again, my dear brother, Roastmaster One, War General in the Hama Force. Thank you, brother. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this guy Ray Hama. I'm out. Peace.